Abel again with Legacy FC. I'm here again with Miles Johns. Really excited to be here with this young man. This last time out, he basically dominated Elizar Rodriguez. He action packed. The fans definitely enjoyed his KO win. Let's talk a little bit about that. Definitely want to jump right into it with the Elizar Rodriguez fight. You knew he was going to be a tough guy.
Right.
This was your first time in a Legacy cage. You didn't seem to be nervous at all. It didn't really show to the fans that you looked nervous at all. You looked really comfortable in the cage. You looked like you had been in there for a while. So talk a little bit about your experience that night.
Legacy is a big stage, especially with the things going on, Mick being the new matchmaker for the UFC and stuff. Legacy's a big stage, but man, I've been feeling for this my whole life. I felt like I was ready. Like even as a little kid and wrestling and stuff, I'd be begging my parents like, take me here, take me there, take me all over the country, to wrestle like the highest competition, the best guys that I can find. And I still have that mindset, I feel like I need to be on the biggest stage. I need to be fighting. I need to be wrestling whatever with the best guys. So I just fed off the hype, you know what I mean? And especially I think I felt like I was a little bit of an underdog going in there. I heard some of the guys before the fight saying, he has experience and stuff like that. And I love that, man. I like being low key and I like just coming out and proving people wrong, showing that I can bang with the best.
Well, he had the experience.
Yeah,
but
he had the experience,
as far as the skill set and the things of that nature, obviously.
Yeah, and people said like his boxing is pretty good and stuff. He stands up with people a little more than I did in the past, but I knew I could box with him and stuff. So
like, and then when the KO was coming around, was it something that you had set up that combination, or was it something that it just happened?
Yeah, man, I've been working on these combinations, man.
Yeah.
I've been in my house, in my garage all the time, just working on these combinations. So I definitely saw that, but at the same time, man, weeks leading up to the fight, I saw me winning in 10 different ways, 20 different ways. So I didn't know which one it was going to be, but I knew that if I just focus and control myself, that's really the first time I felt like I got controlled, and I knew like I was just calm in there and I got my swagger going, you know what I mean? So I felt like once I did that, it was going to be over. It was just a matter of time. I wasn't trying to hit him with power, I was just trying to touch him, hurt him, and put him away.
That's a scary thought.
Yeah.
Because when you hit him, he kind of like flew out to the cage and then you pounced. So
like
when you hit him and you because that was the end. If you haven't seen it, you can go to Legacy Fights page and watch this fight. We saw him when I think it was like a left hook. Or basically it was like a combination. There was like 3 punches, and then you saw when he got hit, he was basically in the corner of the cage and then just covered up. And then you
shout out to Coach Safe, man. He tells us all the time, like, it's not the first punch, it's not the second punch, it's the third and fourth punch. You know what I mean? And that's the one that connected. But like I've had some issues in the past with my hand, breaking my hand out there, just trying to slug people, just trying to take them out like that. And I'm starting to realize, like if I hit them just with speed and I just focus on touching them, they're gonna go down, man. I'm not looking for the knockouts, but I know they're right around the corner once I start putting my hands on them. So.
Definitely exciting fighter. Yeah. So you also heard, Legacy FC is turning into LFA. There's going to be a transition, and definitely, I think for you especially, this is perfect because basically because you're jumping in on something, and then they're just getting all the best of the United States, and look, here's Miles. So like it's just setting the table for you. So when you heard the news, what went through your mind?
Man, I'm just excited, I'm not looking like too much into it, like I'm not trying to see who that means I'll be fighting or anything like that. I'm just worried about myself, but I'm just excited, man. Like you said, I'm in the perfect position. I'm blessed to be here, you know what I mean? Like my team, my coaches, everybody has set this up already. Like we got a senior class of guys like Ocho, Damon, Samson, Eli, Clayton, all these guys, George, they all built the path. Sean, like, I can go Holden, I can go on and on, you know what I mean? Coach Safe, all of them. So I'm just jumping in at the perfect time. Things are blowing up for Texas fighters, for Dallas fighters, even guys like guys in UFC getting knockouts and stuff. So it's blowing up for us here, and I'm just like reaping the benefits, man. And I'm like, come on, anybody in Texas, you want, who's next? You know what I mean? And I'll fight whoever to get there. You know what I mean? So
yeah. And who's next for him? And hopefully we don't mess up his name. Is Takayuki Ejima. He's 9-6. This is kind of like a late fight. We just found out about this one a couple of weeks ago. I haven't seen a lot of tape on him. He's 9-6. I do see a lot of his wins by decision, not so much as far as power is concerned. But a lot of the Japanese fighters, their endurance, that they'll just go for days.
And they can be tricky. And like you said, I don't really know too much about him. I know enough. I think it's southpaw, something like that. But man, at this point, I don't really see an opponent. You know what I mean? I'm not fighting the guy across the cage. You know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, it's just a stage prop. You know what I mean? I got a lot of respect for him, and I know it's a fight, so anything can happen. But at the same time, man, this fight is between me, myself, and I. You know what I mean? I got a job to do, and that job is to take out whoever it is across the cage. It doesn't matter. My job is just to take them out, and I know that if I focus and I fight the way I know how to fight, that I'll take care of my job.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So I'm I'm just really focusing on myself and what I know how to do for this fight. And I think I showed people last fight, but I just want to. I showed them a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm trying to really come out and do and make myself proud. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
fight the way I know how to fight.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And so, I want to touch a little bit about this, just a little bit, but there's been like talk as far as like the Levi Miles and then you, because you guys, at least as far as the Texas, you guys are, to me, the elite up and comers. Okay, the fight was talked about very early on. I think one of your first fights, like a year and a half or two ago, but then that kind of fell through.
I got injured.
Got
It was
injured.
3 weeks out, and I had to pull out from the fight. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
And then this time, I think there was talk that it may happen, but it didn't happen. What is your take on that fight? Is that something that you're even thinking about, or no?
I think that's an awesome fight, man. I mean, Levi, it's obvious he's game. He's one of those guys that isn't scared. I think he just turned black belt in jiu-jitsu, so he's dangerous, but he also is just game. To go out there and stand up and be like, "What's up?" Let's see who's tougher. And I love guys like that. Those are the guys I want to fight. I want to go in there and fight somebody who'll stand toe to toe with me and just bang. I'm not sure why that fight didn't go through. I mean, I know we won the fight. I don't know what was going on. I'm not sure why that fight didn't go through, but I'm sure it'll go through because he's gonna keep winning. I'm sure he's gonna keep winning. I'm gonna keep winning, and we'll meet up sometime. And you said we're the up and comers, man, but I'm looking around Texas in this area, man. There's a lot of tough.
There's a lot of beasts.
There's a lot of tough dudes out there,
There's a lot
so
of
I'm not
beasts.
trying to take
There's a lot
anything
of
out
beasts.
from anybody. There's a lot of guys that I want to get in there and throw hands with, you know what I mean? And like I said, I only want to fight the best. So if I say I want to fight these guys, it's not saying like these guys are punks that they and take them out. It's because I think these guys are game, and I want to see who's really about it, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And yeah.
I had to just throw that just a little
Yeah,
taste.
no doubt.
Throw
Hopefully,
a little taste. And
I
that's
think
not,
some people want to see that fight
Yes.
too. So hopefully we'll get popping soon.
Yes, most definitely. I think that you don't ever want to just let it just simmer, long. But no, this is good. To me, you have two elite talent, two elite guys, and definitely want to see that fight, whether it not be in Legacy or whether it be at LFA, maybe in the UFC, wherever it may happen. I just wanted to, the Legacy fans, you need to know about this. These two guys are highly talented. They know what they're doing in the cage, and they'll definitely bring a fight that Legacy fans, LFA fans, UFC, and any MMA type of people that are fans, they definitely want to watch that.
Yeah.
But this now we're going to be focused on October 14th.
Yes, sir.
We've got Takayuki Ijima, 9-6. Miles Johns is going to be coming in there, basically trying to replicate, or if not, dominate even better, which I don't see how that's possible. But you don't want to miss him.
Bombs at the Bomb Factory, baby.
Yeah, definitely. I'm ready for that.
About to go
I'm
down.
excited. You got me excited. So October 14th, the Bomb Factory, Miles Johns, Takayuki Ijima. You don't want to miss this one.
Yes, sir.